Hello, blessed one. This is Aprillewis. I hope you are having a great day. I was inspired to come in and share a little something with you. I don't do a lot of I don't think I do a lot of sharing of my personal, how I'm feeling and what, I don't know, what they call it, storytelling, when I speak, because when I'm speaking, it's more in a teaching capacity, and I really feel weird when, even though obviously if you look at my page, I don't have a problem with taking a selfie, being on camera or whatever, but I really feel weird when too much focus is on me. But I know it's part of the journey, and so that was my motivation and what inspired me to press record right now. So I just got finished speaking for an amazing group of healthcare professionals in the state of Pennsylvania, and my hair was cute and down, but then I had to tie it up and get on my balcony, and it's Florida, it's hot, and y'all know how it is. So anyway, just got finished speaking, and it was a great segment. It was really, really good. But the segment was on stress management, right? And it was to all the staff. So I believe it was probably 300 plus people that was on. Before I started this session, I have a routine that I do, or actually it's a ritual. It's not a routine, it's a ritual that I do before I speak, whether I'm speaking virtually, but whether I'm getting on stage, in front of 5 people, in front of 5,000 people, it does not matter. And one of the things I do is I listen to, my lip liner, okay, that was driving me crazy. One of the things I do is I listen to Les Brown, and one of his speeches that's on YouTube is, if you put in "I'm the One" by Les Brown, this particular speech is, I think it was when he was in the Georgia Dome, and it was a sold out, or the Georgia Dome was packed, whatever. He calls it his best speaking event ever. The stadium was packed, the energy was solid. So someone took that particular speech and put it over this dope beat. So I listen to it before I speak, and I'm just getting lit, ready to crush it, right? And then the next thing I do is that I tell myself to sit down. I literally say, sit down. And I ask the Holy Spirit to come in and speak through me. And I ask God to speak through me and to give his people what they need, because it has nothing to do with me. I am literally just a vessel. But this morning, I woke up and I wanted to do something different. Part of that is because I'm cramping like crazy, right? Sorry, gents, not sorry. It's something that we got to deal with. All day yesterday, I was in bed, balled up, cramping, to the point, how when a dog is in pain and they wailing or whining, whatever you call it. I literally was doing that because I was cramping so bad. So I'm okay, this is some intense energy. I'm going to let you have your moment or whatever. And I stayed in bed. I honored my body and I stayed in bed. And this morning, I wanted to make a few little tweaks to my slide deck. And so I knew I needed to get up a little bit, get up a little earlier, but I was in so much pain. And I mean severe pain. And ladies, you know what that's like. So I struggled to get out of bed this morning, but I got up, gave myself enough time, I know how long it takes me to do the work with my sessions and things of that nature, and I'm in pain, and I got it done. I was like, thank you, Jesus. So I set up the area where I was going to speak, and I, got everything good to go with that, and I started to just, get myself ready. And my spirit was led to listen to Waymaker instead of the Les Brown thing. And so I'm let me just feel the presence of God. God, I need you to do, literally take over this morning session. I physically cannot do this. If it was up to me, I would get, my nose is itching. Every time I get on camera, my nose itches. I cannot do this. My body wanted to be in bed, balled up. I did not want to be speaking. I wanted to be speaking, obviously, because I love it, but I'm hurting. So I just wanted to put on something spiritual, and Waymaker came in. And if any of you know that song, Waymaker, Miracle Worker, Promise Keeper, Light in the Darkness, that is who you are. That song is so powerful. So I hit play, saturate the atmosphere, and seconds later, I got a text from a dear friend of mine saying that her mom had passed away. Her mom has passed away. I lost it. I immediately started crying. I just could not believe that her mom was gone. And her mom has the same name as my mom, Susie. So bless Susie, bless your spirit. May you be resting in peace right now. But it crushed my heart. And I knew if I got on the phone with her at that very moment that I would be thrown off course. And I knew that I had work that I needed to do. So what I did was I built my spirit up. So I listened to the song and I did my thing, and I got into praise and I got into worship, and I started crying and I released it, and I took a shower and I just had a moment, and I just was doing what I could do. And I sent her a text, let her like send my condolences and saying, I'm getting ready to speak. I will call you as soon as it's done. And like I just kept crying, like literally my face was in my sink crying, but I knew I had to show up for these people. You are going to have moments in your life where you have nothing to give, and you have to give. You have to give of you. You're probably doing it right now, where you are just tired, where you are completely burned out, where you want to just disappear, but you can't, because people need you. You need you. The world needs you. Your team needs you, whatever, and you got to press through. So that's what I did. I pressed through. And when I got ready to get online, I realized they hadn't sent me the Zoom link. Now, I try to be on 15-20 minutes before the segment, but I was off, obviously. You know, I'm crying. I couldn't. You know me. I'm a crybaby. Like, I had to release it. So I didn't have the Zoom link. The female that set everything up, unfortunately, she's having surgery today. So I knew she was offline, but I sent the message to her. I sent the message to somebody else in the organization, and then I finally sent the message to the right person, and she sent me the link. The link wasn't working. No, I take that back. She didn't have access to get in. They gave her the meeting room link, but she, whatever, with Zoom or whatever, I don't know what it was. So I sent her a message. I'm like, okay, let's use my Zoom room to get in my Zoom room. It's the reason I'm giving you this detail. So sent her the link to get in my Zoom room. I go in my Zoom room. I don't have an enterprise account. Only 100 people can get in my Zoom room. It's a team of 300 people. So I'm in the Zoom room. The chat's blowing up. People are saying they can't get in. Or we in the right place? Yada, 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 yada. The female that I'm engaging with, I'm trying to email her, text her, say this isn't going to work, whatever. So we're supposed to start at 9. It's now like 9 o'clock. So she's like, this isn't going to work. We have to use another room. So I got on. Apologize to everybody, say we're working through it, we're trying to get in a Zoom room, had to switch it out, right? She finally sent the Zoom room that everybody could get in. Then I finally got on. It was another person's staffer in the company. He opened it up, so he didn't have my intro, he didn't have, you know, anything to bring me on. He's just like, sorry guys, April, take it away. Great, let's do this. The session was on stress management. At that very moment, my stress level was high. At that very moment, I was like, the meeting room didn't work, my girlfriend's mom is gone, I'm cramping, I'm tired, but I gotta do this. And so I just did it. And it was a great session. I got great feedback. What I wanted to share with you is that you have got to know what works for you as it relates to pushing through. And for some of you, it may be crying. For others of you, it may be talking to somebody else about what you're dealing with. It may be praying. It may be, you know, whatever. But you got to have those practices in place that you can draw on so you can release that stress, that tension, and that anxiety when it gets in your spirit. You have got to have an arsenal of tools to protect your mental health so you can get through the day. Because let me tell you, shit's gonna happen. And it's going to happen every single day, whether you want it to or not. And you're not going to always feel like talking. You're not going to always feel like engaging anybody. You're not going to always feel like getting on camera. You're not going to feel like posting. You're not going to feel like going to work. You're not going to feel like raising your children. You're not going to feel like driving. You're not going to feel like getting out of bed. So you got to know what's going to work for you to get through. And more than anything, you got to know why you're getting through. Like, people talk about why, and really some of you all don't get the importance of the why. Like, why do you want to do this thing? Why do you need to press through? When that why is so strong, it's like gravitational pull that will get you to wherever you need to go. So to that end, consider this episode 1 of my new show that I'm launching today, effective now. And this show is called Real People Talk. Because we got to start talking about these issues that are affecting us at work, at home, and in our community. And I want you to talk about them in a healthy way. And it's going to start with your self-talk. What are you saying to yourself? And then it goes to what are you saying to other people, and how are you saying it to other people? We live in a world where we have a few ways that we can communicate. The leading way is with our voices, right? So if we all know that this is how we communicate, it is up to us to do it well. It is up to us to do it from a healthy place so we don't hurt anyone, self included, with our words, self-talk, and the words that we say to other people. So we're going to ride this thing out. I'm going to be doing it on IGTV and maybe popping it up. I'm going to have to put it on YouTube, but it's called Real People Talk. I want you to be so inspired and motivated to talk about what you have going on. Talk to the appropriate person and talk at the right time so we all can get through this thing called life from a more grounded, honest, authentic, and balanced place. Now, in my mind, I was like, today is my day. I'm going to release this. I want my own show. I want to talk. I want to interview people. I want to do all these things. And I had it looking like, studio lights and whatever. Ain't nobody got time for that. We just need to talk. If you got a message, if God has selected you to speak to his people, then speak. If that's through your voice, do it. If it's through your words on paper, write it. If it's through dance, dance. Whatever it is. If it's through food, cook. Whatever it is, do what you were called to do, because it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the person on the receiving end. So thank you so much for listening. I don't think I've ever posted a video, 10 minutes, almost 11 minutes, not on IG. I don't know how long the messages are going to be. I'm just going to flow. So as you say your prayers today, and if you could take a moment and just send peace and love and light to Kimberly as she prepares to lay her mom to rest this weekend. And I want you to send peace, love, and light to yourself as you prepare to go through the day and continue to go through the day with whatever you're dealing with and all that you have going on in life, and you still have to show up and you have to press through physical pain or emotional pain or whatever the case may be. So send love and light to yourself and remind yourself that you can do this and you will do this because you got this. And anything that I can do to help you, it's a done deal. So share this video with anybody, watch it, like it, comment, whatever your spirit's compelled to do. Email me at Aprillewis if I can support you in any way, or direct message me here, whatever the case may be. But officially, we have launched Real People Talk with Aprillewis. I'll be on soon.